If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. What's up guys, it's Chief here and we're back with some more insane trading methods that can help you make a ton of coins on FIFA 22. So today we got 3 different methods for you guys to try out to help build up your coin balance. And as we're jumping in here, all I ask is that you guys do please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. So the first thing we're going to be looking at here is gold rare position left back in the French league. So in this filter, there's 2 cards we're looking at. Nuno Mendes, aka Nunmenge, and Kamara here, if I could find him. There he is. So these two, a 77 and a 78, which are really nice because a lot of people would think these guys don't really have any value, when typically these guys are both over 1,000 coins. As you can see here, right now they're selling 1,200 a piece. Now selling at 1,200, you're only going to lose 60 on tax. So anything 1,100 or cheaper is going to make you profit. I like to go a little bit lower to about 1,000 here and try to pick these up for 1,000 coins a piece. Now you can do sniping or bidding. This is a filter where I typically prefer bidding on a lot of things, but this is a filter where sniping is going to work well because, like I mentioned, it's something where a lot of people don't expect these kind of cards to have this value. And we pick up a Kamara there for 1,000 coins. Now, is he going to pop up? No, I still got all my unassigned here, so I can't see him there. But then I would just go ahead and sell him on for the 1,200 coins that he goes for. Now you can also go about the mass bidding method here, where you just go in and any card you can, you just bid 1,000 coins on it. Here we got a Nuno Mendes coming in here, and you just do this over and over. Now there aren't a lot of cards with any decent bids for us to look at here, but even like if he's got an anchor on him, that's something to pay attention to because those chem styles will add value to these cards. If we take a look here, does an anchor adds a decent amount of value. Anchor puts him up at about 1,800 coins. And if you look at shadows on these cards, a shadow is going to add some good value as well. So when you're bidding on those cards, recognize if there's a chem style and you can make some more coins on them. It's the same thing with Kamara here. That's the wrong Kamara. I don't know which Kamara it is, honestly. I'm going to go, oh, it's a 77. And then the shadow is going to add a lot of value to him as well. So that's something to keep an eye on when you're picking these cards up. But that's our first one. Is just going to be those gold rare League One left backs, Kamara and Nunmenge. Easy stuff there. Now, into our next one, which is one of my favorite filters on the game, has been the whole year. Very solid one. You're going to go gold, you're going to go position right back, and you're going to go nation Brazil here. So we're just looking at all the Brazilian right backs on the game that are gold. So the main one here, the gold common you're going to see the most, is this Junior Kaikara guy. You got Danilo in here as well. There's Emerson from Tottenham, and then there's Bruno Perez here as well from Trabzonspor. So there's quite a few different ones here. You could pick up 4 different gold Brazilian right backs here. And typically, now these are a little bit down in price at the moment at about 1,200. Typically, these are like 1,600 coins. But again, same price. If you're selling at 1,200, lose 60 on tax. I would try to pick these up for 1,000 or less. And again, a filter that's surprisingly good for sniping. Now, the thing with bidding, when you do bidding on this filter, is a majority of these cards are going for different prices. Like Danilo's over 2,000 coins. Emerson's a little bit more expensive. So when you're bidding on cards like this, you need to be able to recognize what their actual prices are because you're going to be able to bid up to different prices. Like that Junior Kaitara guy, I would only be able to bid up to like 1,000 on him. Whereas this Emerson, I'd bid up to like 1,400 because he's more expensive. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing bidding, is that a lot of these cards are going to go for different prices. So you need to adjust your buy prices and your sell prices. And I mean, that applies to sniping in terms of selling. Don't just list these all up for 1,200. If you do get a Danilo card, then you're going to be able to list that for whatever he is. I believe he's over 2,000 coins. As we get kicked out here, we'll go ahead and verify our account, and then we'll get into the next method here. EA doing us in the middle of the video. All right, there we go. I'm kind of interested to look on Footbin real quick and see how much Danilo's going for, just to give a quick comparison. So this Danilo card right now is selling for about 2,100 coins. So if you win one for 800, you list it for 1,200, you're missing out on a serious amount of coins right there, which is very bad. So moving into our next one is a bit of an interesting one to show right now, but I want to include it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go gold, You can go Nation France. You can go gold rare, Nation France, and position right wing back here. Where's it at? Right wing back. Now, in this filter, there's two cards we're looking at. We got Mukiele here, and we have Klaas. Oh, that's Klaas! So, what we're looking at here is typically a filter where two guys are around like 1,100, 1,200 coins. But at the moment, this Mukiele is really, really down in price. But I want to bring this filter to you guys because when these guys are up in price, this is one of the easiest filters in the game. You can see Mukiele here's only selling for about 800 coins. So you could still do this and try to snipe and bid on these guys for like 700 or less. And like you're going to be able to pick these Mukieles up relatively easily and make some coins. So that's a way to go about it, but really this filter is going to be good when these guys are up in price and they're selling for something like 1,100, 1,200 coins. When they're both over 1,000 coins, this is one of the best filters on the game because similar to that French League left back one, it's just a couple cards that nobody thinks have any value. Why would Mukiele, why would Klaas have value? So they get listed up for cheap a lot. But the thing is, I think it's better than that League One left back one because I feel like the League One left back one's very contested, a very popular filter. Whereas French right wing backs, I feel like people don't pay as much attention to, and they're a bit easier to pick up and make some easy coins on. So that's kind of my thoughts comparing the two filters. Of all these filters, my favorite far and away is going to be the Brazilian right backs. And again, when it comes to these filters, always, always, always look at bidding first before you do sniping. Go in, look at the bids, see if there's any deals to be had, bid on those cards, and then while you're waiting for those to expire, that's when you're going to do your sniping. So you can see here, there's a lot of bids here, but ooh, we can make some coins here on these Danilos if we could potentially win those. So some nice spots here to make coins. Another Danilo there at a decent price. So yeah, just keeping an eye on these bids because you can make a lot of coins just off the back of simple things like that. Before you go in and snipe, just go ahead, check the bids, see if there's anything there. And then now that I've placed a bunch of bids on those cards, now I'm going to come in and try to snipe these cards. Very, very nice. And if you really wanted to, you could just snipe like one specific card if you find it to be working well for you. Like, for example, you could go Italian League here and you would get just Danilo and you'd be able to up the price a bit and be able to snipe him for in like a wider price range. So more of them would pop up, but you wouldn't have all those other Brazilian right backs popping up. So that's kind of the pros and cons of like specifying which exact card you kind of want to snipe, which is kind of like why I just stick with filters because I want as many cards in there as possible. I want to be able to make as many coins as possible on those cards. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.